Well, hey everyone, we are back and we are here with Tony. How are you, Tony?
I'm doing great, Shelley. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us. Okay, so I have been looking forward to this show all day. And the reason is I'm an athlete and I love running and I love doing different things. And as you know, I'm also a podiatrist.
Yes.
Sports injuries are something that I have incurred myself, but I've also treated. So you treat sports injuries on a regular basis, don't you?
I do,
Yes?
quite often. Unfortunately, because in the state of Florida, given the seasonal weather, a lot of sports, a lot of weekend warriors, a lot of injuries.
Yes. Okay, weekend warriors. That's a term that maybe some of our viewers out there don't know. And I know what that means. Can you explain to viewers what that means?
Well, I think the best explanation I can offer for that is there are people who are specifically for their careers performing sporting activities on a regular basis, whereas we have some who are working during the week and maybe they take on sports during the weekend as part of a recreational and leisure activity like tennis or golf. And oftentimes, for those reasons, injuries are probably happening at a greater rate because maybe they're not in the conditioning that they should be while performing.
And that actually brings up a really great point, is sports injuries a lot of times don't have to happen, do they? They can be prevented.
Yes, they can.
As a physical therapist, talking about sports injuries, how can we prevent them? What are some steps we can take to prevent sports injuries?
Having ideal flexibility, mobility, strength of joints and all joints that are related to the activity that you're performing is crucial. Oftentimes when we don't have pain, we don't address or think we have an issue. So we think we're fine, ready to go. We don't do much stretching. Stretching is such a bad thing for most people. They're just not doing that at the regular intervals that they should. So someone has lack of flexibility, maybe they don't have ample strength, they may have some issues that developed prior, and injuries occur as a result.
And stretching, and I know that there is a correct way to stretch and there's an incorrect way to stretch. And I can only imagine, how many people do you see come in with a sports injury that have been stretching but just the wrong way?
It's amazing how often we see patients come in and describe to me and demonstrate to me, well, here's the stretching that I've been doing.
Right.
And aside from shaking my head watching them doing it, I'm actually and quickly instructing them on the proper way to stretch, because stretching, while it's beneficial, if it's done the wrong way, it can actually cause more harm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give an example maybe of that?
For instance, if a tennis player is going to stretch their calf muscles.
Yes.
Okay, a muscle that's very much involved in playing tennis. If they're stretching whereas their body positioning is incorrect, or they're stretching the muscle to a level where they actually are feeling pain, those instances can create injury to the muscle, to the tendons, and actually abnormal stress on other joints that should not be involved in the stretch,
Right.
and therefore injuries are the result.